Welcome back to the training Creating a Trauma-Informed Library. We're still in Module 1, Trauma 101. This is Lesson 2, Understanding Trauma. So what is trauma? While there are many different definitions of trauma, the one we are going to use is trauma is what happens when something overwhelms someone's ability to cope. This could be one event or many that compound over time. A common way of describing acute versus sustained trauma is the big T, little t concept. Big T traumas are what people often associate with trauma: mass shootings, hurricanes, fires, etc. These are singular events. Little t traumas are what people often overlook when they think of trauma. These are a series of events that compound to overwhelm people's coping. Examples of little t traumas are racism, poverty, and childhood neglect. Neither type of trauma is more or less valid. However, people with little t traumas often do not experience the same support or recognition offered to those who experience large-scale events. What might be traumatic for one person may not be traumatic to another person. People's different life experiences, current social and economic supports, and worldview all contribute to how an experience is perceived. Two people can both have their homes destroyed in the same fire in the same town, but one person may be relatively unaffected and the other completely devastated. Types of trauma. There are 3 different types of trauma. Primary trauma is when a person experiences a traumatic event themselves or witnesses a traumatic event firsthand. They have lived through the experience. Secondary or vicarious trauma is when someone is repeatedly exposed to others' trauma to the point that those traumas begin to interfere with daily functioning. This type of trauma is common in jobs like therapists and 911 operators. The line between primary and secondary or vicarious trauma can get fuzzy, such as in the case of paramedics who often witness horrible events secondhand. Burnout and compassion fatigue. Burnout and compassion fatigue are not technically types of trauma, but they are worth discussing in this training. Over time, people who interact frequently with those who have experienced trauma or people who experience regular re-traumatization may begin to experience symptoms of burnout or compassion fatigue. Often, this shows up as a lack of compassion or quick irritability. Trauma is when someone's ability to cope is overwhelmed. Right now, almost everyone in the world has experienced some level and type of trauma due to COVID-19. Between loved ones dying, losing jobs, social unrest, and more, people have been pushed to and past their limits for years. We're back to our resources and additional learning page. Follow the links should you want to. Otherwise, I will see you in the next lesson.